Hey everyone, please excuse the low light situations. I just wanted to get this video out there so I can hopefully get some help on finding a few parts that I may need for this tractor. This is my Husqvarna GT. Currently has an 18 horse opposed twin Kohler engine in it, and I'd like to do a second diesel conversion. So I'd like to convert this either to a 10 horse Yanmar clone diesel or a 6 horse Yanmar clone diesel. I kind of have a line on a 6 horsepower engine, which I think would be more than enough power for this machine, since the 10 horse was way more than enough power for the previous build. But what I'd like to do is something a little bit different on this machine from my last build. As you can see, this is a horizontally opposed Kohler Magnum twin. The the transaxle itself is driven off the flywheel side with an adapter. I'm wondering if anyone knows of any adapters that can be purchased that will fit the Yanmar clone diesels, like on the actual flywheel side, so I can run my accessories off the flywheel side and I will not have to mess around with the belt setup on this machine. I know the aftermarket probably changed quite a bit for those engines since I did my last conversion, so there has to be something out there. I just need some ideas on what to look for. The issues I mainly had with the last conversion was the belt slipping off, since I had to change the actual direction of the belt and change the actual complete setup the way the belt worked, which wasn't very difficult, but I'd rather, if I can put the engine in here similar to how this engine is and run it a very similar setup, it would actually work out a lot better and keep it a little bit more stock, even though you won't see anything underneath this giant hood. And then also, by doing it like that, it'll be a lot easier to run the exhaust. Also, like I mentioned, I have a kind of a line on a 6 horse. If anyone else out there in Canada, primarily Ontario, has a Yanmar clone diesel 10 horse or 6 to 10 horse that's actually in Ontario, could you possibly send me a message? I will include, if you send me a comment, I will send you my personal email, or even my cell number so we can text back and forth. I know a few of them out there, just don't know if they're still available or not. So if I can, I'd rather stick with anybody in Ontario. It'd be a lot easier to try and find an engine for this machine. But hopefully this may be the start of a Husqvarna diesel conversion. So I do like this tractor. I've done a bit of work to this machine to make it a little bit better for me, for my personal use. But if this conversion is going to be way too expensive or more than I actually want to do, I'll most likely end up selling this machine. But I really don't want to. It's not as rare as the Ford, but really you don't see these around anymore either. And if I could convert the Ford to a diesel, I probably would. But that's big bucks. But again, if anyone out there can help me out with this conversion, help me out with the adapter I need for the flywheel side of the 6 to 10 horsepower Yanmar clone diesel. I need to know what that would be called, and part number or anything, a link would be greatly appreciated. Or if anyone actually has an engine they're willing to part with, let me know as well. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully you can understand me. Hopefully this video comes through good, and that's pretty much it. So talk to them later. Please keep redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment, and make sure you keep that antler out of your steering wheel.